Welcome to 12th Man. This series is about fans, really. So basically, it's a series for you. Well, some of the things that we're going to actually be doing in this series includes like our Super Six League. We're going to be doing our predictions live. A fantasy league.
Fantasy League, yeah, and the six sides.
Yeah.
So very competitive sort of aspects as well.
Yeah, and it's also something that you guys can join in at home and whatever, and you can even join our leagues. We'll have pins every single time. Well, you'll see the pins in the video if you want to join the league.
Yeah, we'll put the description as well, yeah.
Yeah, so those are the three things we're going to be looking at in this video for the first one of this series. But other things that you might actually kind of like see in future videos, maybe like funny or weird clips from recent games that we just like watch and react to.
Yeah.
Like kind of like
sort of like Third Eye, yeah, with Soccer AM.
Yeah.
You've seen that.
What else?
We could do any like sort of like Q&A stuff and other predictions towards like the league fixtures as well.
Q&A. We might get questions or ask questions either on Twitter or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Or even in the comment section.
Yeah, because with Super Six, obviously, only covers the 6 games, so
Yeah.
we might do extra just to fill out the rest of the weekends
Literally
sort of fixtures.
Also, we might do some polls or even like your guys' comments, something like that. It's basically about you. But there is also something that we will be doing in a later video. The reaction, well, not the reaction, the predictions. That's the one. To the Champions League new fixtures. Like so, for example, Liverpool, Bayern, who are going to win? What's the score? Basically, Super Six, but every single game.
Yeah, we're going to be doing it throughout the whole of the tournament, and yeah.
Yeah, so it will be interesting. But yeah, let's get into Super Six, shall we?
Let's go.
My predictions: Bournemouth, Brighton. Bournemouth have started off well. Depends if Callum Wilson's in. I'd say if they get a solid result. Brighton, they're Brighton. They could be anything. So I'm going to go with Bournemouth. Let's go 2-1. Chelsea, Leicester. Chelsea, they're doing well. Sorry, has came in and done bits. Leicester City. They're just like... They're just a weird team, really. They can get wins and they can get draws and they can get losers, like most teams. But I'm going to go with Chelsea. 3-0 win. Huddersfield, Southampton. Huddersfield need a result. Southampton, new manager, got a result against Arsenal. I'm going to go with a 2-1 win to Southampton. City v Palace. We all know how lethal City can be. Although they did draw against Leicester, which is obviously they weren't the strongest players out, but I'm going to go with a City 2-0 win. Newcastle v Fulham. Newcastle need results. Fulham need results. I reckon Ranieri's got this in the bag. I'm going to go with a 1-0 boring win to Fulham. West Ham v Watford. West Ham, I'm pretty sure I think both teams won their last game. West Ham won by, I think, 2 or 3. Something like that in their last game. But I'm going to go with a West Ham win, in which will be a 2-1 win. And goal, I'm going to put 8th minute to Man City.
So they're my Super 6 predictions at the moment. We've got Bournemouth v Brighton. Now, Bournemouth have been very good this season, and apart from the slip up to Liverpool, 4-0, but I fully expect them to win this at home to Brighton. I'm going to put that as 2-1 Bournemouth. Chelsea v Leicester now. Chelsea at home, they're still in that top 4 fight. Leicester have been fairly average all season. I'd say 2-0 Chelsea. To Huddersfield v Southampton. Now, both teams are desperate for points. Huddersfield, really need to get out of that bottom 2 they're in at the moment. Southampton, new manager. They've just got a win against Arsenal. Spirits on a high. I'm going to say 2-1 to Southampton. Man City versus Palace. City looking to bring up the pace still on Liverpool, keep that pressure up. And I feel like, I'm not sure if Salah's going to play. He didn't play last game, but I feel like that could be quite an embarrassing one for Palace. I'm going to say 3-0 to Man City. Newcastle now will be playing Fulham. Fulham defensively, even with Ranieri at the moment, early days, still very poor defensively. Newcastle have had a couple of good victories recently. They're at home, but I can see them slipping up a little bit, and Ranieri getting a good result out of this. I'm going to say it's 1-1. West Ham now playing Watford. Difficult one. I think they're both fairly similar sides in sort of their strengths. They're both, capable of turning it up, and they're both capable of not turning up at all. For that one though, West Ham being at home, I'd say that's a 2-1 to West Ham. For the golden goal, I feel like with the City Palace game, that could be, goals early. I want to say probably the 17th minute.
5 subs, 1 team, 11 players. That's 2. 11 players. Who are you going to pick?
Well, I'll show you.
Okay.
So my fantasy team then for this week, I'm going to go with Alisson in goal. He's got the most clean sheets in the league, sort of a standard bet really, playing Friday today with Wolves. And then I'm going to go with a back 3. I've got Darmian. I feel like they could do quite well with Man United and Solskjaer taking charge. And my captain's going to be Van Dijk. And then I'm going to go with Laporte, who I feel like they'll get a clean sheet along with Crystal Palace. Then I'm going to go with the midfield 4. I've got Delafeu from Watford, Sane at Man City, who gets his assists whenever he likes. Then we've got Brooks at Bournemouth. He can play quite well. And then I've got Anderson, who's going to be my captain for my Thursday game. Then for my front 3, I'm going to go with Harry Kane. He's going to be my captain on the Sunday game against Everton. Then I've got Danny Ings. He got 2 goals against Arsenal last time out. I'll back him to get 1 at least. And then Salah is my other choice. Safe bet, really.
I'm going to start with Alisson in goal, and then I'm going to move on to a 4 at the back, which includes Trippier, Robertson, Alonso, and Bolly from Wolves. I'm going to have Trippier as a captain, which is on Sunday, I think, against Everton. And then moving on into my 4 in midfield. I've got Fernandinho, standard player from Man City. I've got Sterling, who's also my captain for, I think, his Saturday's games. Then I've got Pereira from Watford and Anderson from West Ham, who I think is taking my captaincy on Thursday against Southampton. Then moving up top, I've got Mohamed Salah. We all know how much of a player he can be, and he is my captain for 2 games, which is the one on Friday night, which would have been yesterday, and my Wednesday captain. And then I've also got Jimenez, another Wolves player. 6 aside, 6 players, obviously. Are you going to have a keeper? Are you not? I'll show you my team. So our rules are different to the actual games rules. We're going to do it as in, like it's a draft system.
Yeah, we'll take it in turns.
So if I remember correctly, I won last week.
That's funny enough, doesn't come to my mind, that.
Of course. So I'm basically going to be picking first, as I won on points last week.
It's just made it up.
And yeah, so that's one of our rules.
The other rule is if we happen to pick someone that doesn't start in the lineup, because Ben goes first for this week, I'll have first pick of the transfers. I'll sort of swap them out sort of behind and put someone else in. However, if, like for example, if Ben doesn't want to change any of his players and I want to change 2 of them, the second player that I want to change, he gets choice of.
So I can make it, if I want, a sub that's not even listed on the bench, but that would be too harsh.
It would be. We'll try and make it not as sabotage potential, hopefully.
So basically, I'm going to pick first. We've got 4 captains.
Yeah.
There's Eriksen, Harry Kane, which is doubtful.
He is doubtful, yeah.
But he is likely to start because it is a big game. There's also Richarlison and Sigurdsson.
Yeah.
So I'm going to... Obviously, captains, we can pick the same players, so that's fine. So I'm going to pick Eriksen. Standard player, creates chances. There's, I think, 7 points for a created chance.
It is indeed, yeah.
So you never know. I reckon he'll have a lot of the ball.
Yeah. I'm also going to go with the same choice of Eriksen.
Yeah, copycat.
I was debating with Sigurdsson, but midfield players do quite well. They get a lot of the ball, tackles, passes, and whatnot. But I feel like Eriksen's going to have a good game, and yeah, he's my pick too.
When doesn't he at the end of the day?
Very true.
So I'm going to pick first, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to pick someone that will possibly have a lot to do in the game. Will definitely, if they play out from back Tottenham, he'll get a lot of passes and hopefully successful passes. I'm going to take Lloris.
Lloris, yeah, keepers always do quite well. And potential clean sheet point as well.
Yeah, and that's 35, I want to say.
35, yeah.
35, 25, something like that.
So
yeah, it's standard.
Advantage of going first. For my next pick, though, I've also noticed that centre-backs do quite well. And I feel like the best one out there is going to be Alderweireld.
Yeah, that's if he starts. Hopefully he doesn't.
Pretty sure
he probably will.
Pretty sure he will.
I'm just have to hope, okay?
You pray.
So I'm going to go with someone with a similar name as mine. I mean, basically identical in Ben Davis. Another, wide player.
Quality
fullback.
Completely different, though, between the two.
Yeah, I'm obviously better. But, yeah, we'll move on swiftly.
Fullbacks as well. I'm going to go with one from Everton, though. And I'm going to go with Lucas Digne. He did quite well recently in the Everton Merseyside Derby one. He got a few points in that.
I think it was about 52 maybe, something like that.
So I think he was one of the top 5 or so players in that pick.
Great.
And I'm backing him to do the same again.
Okay, so I'm going to do something similar in Everton defence. Instead of playing with a fullback from Everton, I'm going to take Yerry Mina, Barcelona's loanee, I think.
I'm not sure. He might have been permanent.
I think he might be, actually. I think he might be a permanent deal with 26.5 million rings a bell, but you never know.
Bit specific.
But he's also tall. He's a great defender, tackles. He's an attacking threat in corners. So I'm going to hope for
England found out.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with hopefully his centre-back partnership with Michael Keane for my next pick. Another centre-back. He should have a lot of action against Tottenham. Hopefully a lot of clearances, blocks, all that sort of thing.
He has started as a sub for one game this season.
Yeah.
Only one.
Only one.
Just the one, but I'm hoping for that it'll be a 2
confident.
this week. I'm going to then go on and take another Barcelona player, or former.
You like your Barcelona players, don't you?
Mate, you've got Lucas Digne.
There's one. Yeah.
I'm going to take Andre Gomez. He seems to be centre of attention. He seems to be the man that Everton wants to find the ball and pass to then create the balls. So again, I think he's a similar type of player to Eriksen. Obviously, Eriksen plays a higher role, but yeah, I'm going to take Andre Gomez.
Yeah, that's a good pick as well. He should create a lot of chances.
Hopefully.
Annoyingly.
Fingers crossed.
I'm going to go with perhaps also the Spurs playmaker in a way with Dele Alli as my next pick. Hopefully he does the same sort of thing, create some chances, pass the ball, maybe even get an assist or a goal. He's known to get one. I think he got one against Arsenal in the League Cup recently.
Yes, he did. Unfortunately, that was the player I was going to pick next. But I'm going to take gamble. It's either him or Son that will be starting, I reckon. I'm going to take Lucas Moura.
That is a gamble indeed.
He could be a sub, he might not be, but I'm confident he won't be.
When he does come on, even as a sub, he does tend to have an impact on the game.
So you never know. He might even stay as a sub.
My last pick then is going to be another fullback, and it's going to be from Spurs. It's going to be Kieran Trippier.
Surprised none of us picked him earlier, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I was quite lucky to find that he was left.
Over my head.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm quite happy with that one.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Let's hope he's injured.
You're hoping a lot of my players are gone, aren't you?
So next is the golden goal and the actual power play. So basically, power play, you get double points during that period. Golden goal, does it do anything?
It might be a bonus towards the cash prize.
Who knows? But basically, my golden goal, I'm going to put 27th minute. And my power play, I'm going to do 45th minute, so second half, to the 59th minute and 59th second.
I'm going the other side of half time with my power play. I'm going from 30th minute to half time. I feel like there could be a lot of pressure towards that half time whistle if it stays.
Or they could be blowing.
Well, they could be, but I'm willing to take that gamble. My golden goal, though, will be the 22nd minute. I'm going to go a little bit before you.
Ooh, okay. If you guys want to join our league, the pin and name of the league will be down in the description. You're more than welcome to come along, join in with us. Every month we're going to be giving a winner either a shout out or a prize. Depends how generous I'm feeling. But yeah, if you want to play along with us, you're more than welcome to, and hopefully we'll see you in the league.